David, his wife Rebecca, their son Aaron, 14, and daughter Lily, 9, were moving in. David had bought the mansion from a real estate dealer at a very low price. He thought, "This will be our new home, a fresh start." The moment Rebecca opened the door, she felt a strange, cold draft, as if the house were alive. She said softly, "David, doesn't this place feel a little odd?" David smiled. "Rebecca, it's just your imagination. No one lives here. It's only an old house. The kids, as kids are, were excited." Lily ran around the hall. Aaron climbed the stairs to check out the rooms upstairs. To them, the mansion seemed like a mysterious playground. But something inside the walls was breathing. On the very first night, strange things began. Lily was sleeping in her room when she woke up. She saw that the window had opened on its own, and a cold breeze flowed in through the curtains. She closed the window slowly and lay back down. Then she saw something in the mirror, a black shadow standing behind her. She wanted to scream, but her voice was stuck in her throat. The next morning, Lily told her mother everything. Rebecca said, "Sweetie, maybe you had a dream." David laughed and said, "It's an old house. Your mind is making up scary stories." But Aaron stayed quiet. He had heard something too the previous night, footsteps coming from the attic. Curious, Aaron went up the attic stairs as soon as he returned from school the next day. The attic door was rusted shut. He pushed hard, and the door opened. Inside, it was dark. Dust, spiderwebs, broken old things. In one corner stood an old wooden wardrobe. Strange carvings covered the wardrobe doors, symbols that weren't ordinary letters. Aaron opened the door. Inside was an old diary. On its cover was written, "The Blood of Hollow Creek, 1876. Aaron took the diary down to his room. As he read, his heart started pounding. It said, "I, William Halloway, owner of this mansion. My wife and children were taken from me. Their souls are now trapped in this house. Until new blood is spilled in this mansion, this curse will never be broken." Aaron snapped the diary shut, alarmed. He realized Lily hadn't been lying. Something was in the mansion. That night, the electricity in the whole house suddenly went out. Rebecca lit a candle and gasped. A red stain, like blood, was spreading across the wall. She called in fear, "David, come here." David came and watched. A few seconds later, the stain disappeared, as if nothing had happened. David said, "Rebecca, that's just dampness." It only looked like blood to you, but Rebecca's hands were trembling. Over the next few days, the occurrences escalated. Windows opened on their own at night. Strange faces appeared in mirrors. The sound of a child crying came down the stairs. Lily kept saying, "Mom, there are other children here. They want to play with me." Rebecca didn't know how to convince her daughter that no one was there. One night, Aaron had a dream. The diary lay open before him, and a deep voice said, "Blood is needed. Then all will be freed." Suddenly he saw Lily lying in bed, with black hands slowly tightening around her. Aaron woke up with a scream. The next morning, when he went to Lily's room, he saw blue marks on her neck. David was beginning to believe that something was wrong. He went to the local library to research the mansion's history. There he discovered the place was built in 1876. Its owner, William Halloway, had killed himself and his family there. It was said he practiced dark magic and had turned the mansion into a site for sacrifices. Any family that lived there became the victims of this curse. David told his family, We have to leave this mansion. But it was too late. The doors slammed shut on their own. Thick iron bars crept up on the windows. The entire mansion became a prison. Then bloody footprints, soaked with blood, began descending the stairs. Lily suddenly disappeared. They all searched for her. A voice called, "Up! Come to the attic!" They went to the attic. The old wardrobe was open, and Lily stood inside, her eyes completely blackened. Her lips moved. "Daddy, it's my turn now." The sacrifice must be completed. The walls shook, and blood dripped from the ceiling. Every shadow came alive and grabbed at them. David shouted, "We must pray! That's the only way!" He read a passage from an old Bible aloud. Suddenly, the mansion's windows shattered. A piercing scream echoed, and then everything went dark. In the morning, the police arrived to find the mansion empty. There was no sign of David, Rebecca, Aaron, or Lily anywhere. But inside the attic wardrobe was a new diary. On its first page was written, "I, David Halloway, owner of this mansion. My soul is now trapped here. When the next family comes,